Hello there. So today's video is all about things like squats, which is the initial movement I'm going to look at, and then that would build into deadlifts, kettlebell swings, all sorts of other things that use that basic sort of squatting down movement. Now this is a movement which is used again and again and again. As a beginner you're going to learn to do a body weight squat. If you're really excited about building your strength, you're going to be looking at racking up and putting a lot more weight on it, or perhaps getting your deadlift underway. Maybe you think that kettlebells are looking funky, you really want to have a go at those. All of these exercises come back to the same basic principle, which is so often misunderstood, and it's really, really important to get this right. So let's have a look. If I go into my basic squat, let's just think of a basic body weight squat. I'm going to start by sitting down as if I've got something low, a nice low chair or a low stool behind me. Down I go, sitting into that chair, and then back up I come. Okay, happy with that concept? So we're pushing down, down we go, and we draw back up. Now, if I really simplify that, what essentially I'm doing here is I'm going down into what I would call a zigzag position. So here I am in that squat, zigzag. The whole body has zigzagged, agreed? Now what we want to do is we've got to unzigzag entirely. So when I come up, I have to fully unzigzag. I have to really draw tall out of the top of me instead of leaving my luggage behind. So down I go. If I don't come up fully, I'm going to come back up out of that movement and I'm going to find something's not quite finished off. Typically, it's the bum staying back. Often people will correct that, or they will watch other people think they get it and correct it by overcorrecting. Now, yes, we want this area working so that you lock into position, but we absolutely do not want this. So this bit has to happen in order to lock us, to secure us, to anchor us. Then we have to draw tall out of the top of the spine, not sit back. The problem with this is our spine is a string of bones, like a string of beads. In between each one of those bones are our intervertebral discs. So you've got bone upon bone upon bone. In between each one is like a little pocket of gel. And that little pocket of gel is there to protect us and to help the movement. Think of it like the cushions on your sofa. You want them nice and plumped up. If they're not plumped up and we sit, the spine has no help. And if you're deadlifting or you've got some huge weight on you in a back squat, up I come, let's say I'm deadlifting, up I come out of the top of the deadlift and I sink here, as I see a lot of people do. You've undone all that fabulous work that those intervertebral discs can do. And if you've got a lot of weight down there, that's really dangerous. So instead of that, we want to draw tall out of the top of us. So what we're trying to achieve here on the way out of our squat, just taking back to your basic squat, here, the backs of the legs and the bum are feeling long. The muscles are all lengthened here. We're going to tighten those in as we come up so that this area is tight and secure and strong and held. And then we're going to draw tall out of the tops of our heads to allow those intervertebral discs to work as well. So that's the two basics of this. Having gone down, when we come back up, we unzigzag by tightening the backs of the leg and the bum, and then drawing tall through the tops of the head. The tops of the head, the top of the head. Just giving you a little bit more detail on that. Down we go. As I say, backs of the leg and bum are long at this point. We're going to come up. We're going to keep bringing this bum in. So don't leave your luggage behind you. Pull it in, which means both the glutes and the hamstrings are working tight. So I'm feeling the tops of my legs here and the bum muscles coming in. Glutes, hamstrings, squeeze. To support that and help that, this is squeezing in the opposite direction. So this and this are going squeeze together to hold me in place, to really anchor that area, stabilize it. But with that feeling of squeezing, it's very easy to squeeze down or to overdo the back, instead of which we've got to draw tall out of the tops of our heads as well. One more time. Squeezing down into your zigzag as you come up, squeezing backs of thighs, bum muscles around here, squeezing into the abs, drawing tall. And the last bit, of course, is those shoulders drawing down so the lats are working. Check it out in a different video. Okay, I hope that's helped with your absolute basis. all of these muscles have to happen together. It's what we call the posterior chain. So posterior being at the back, and it's a chain because all of the muscles interlink. My calves, hamstrings, glutes and lats. My calves interlink, overlap with my hamstrings at the back of my knee. And then my hamstrings overlap with my glutes up here at the top. And then my glutes connect directly with my lats, which come down all the way down to here. So that's why all of these muscles, this posterior chain, has to operate together alongside this in the front to really hold us secure. So let's think about it a little bit more if we were in that deadlift. Back squat, again, same thing, but it's much the same as what I've just talked about on your basic body weight squat. Whereas here on the deadlift, I want you to think a little bit more about this on the end. So here I am, down I go to grab the bar of my deadlift. Up I come. I'm going to skim the bar across the fronts of my shins, then up my thighs. Then I'm going to pull from here. I've got a big weight here, so I've got to pull myself until I'm secure. And that means squeezing backs of the thighs and bum. That's hamstrings and glutes. Pressing the abs in against me, drawing tall and allowing the weight of the bar to pull down so that my shoulder blades are working downwards, which means my lats are working as well. But without that meaning, we're coming into here. Once again, squatting down, pushing the bum out. We're going to bring our luggage in. We're going to squeeze thighs and bum up, draw tall and settle the shoulders down. Lots going on. One last thought, kettlebell swings. Love them, absolutely love kettlebells. I think they're brilliant, but it's very easy to do them incorrectly and then it can be very dangerous. Same basic idea. Here's my kettlebell. I'm going to swing between my legs and I'm going to come up. Swing up. See how it's that same movement? Bum goes out, luggage comes in. Bum goes out, luggage comes in. Now because I'm taking my arm here, it's even easier to go back into this horrible position where no support's happening with my abs and nothing's happening with my intervertebral discs. Nothing. Support, draw tall. So swing and through and swing and through. Yes, this is happening, but so is the rest on top. Just have a little look at how that's going to be when you actually have the momentum of the kettlebell with you. So here we go. If we're pushing into it, swing and working the back. Feel that posterior chain. Squeezing thighs and bum, squeezing the tummy in, drawing the shoulders down as you reach the top. So hopefully that has given you an idea. If you're then going to go into a combo, swing into a goblet squat or something like that, you need that brain switched on. You need to work out what's happening where. You don't need to have a degree in anatomy. You don't need to know all the posh names for the muscles, but you do need to have a little bit of a picture and understanding of how those muscles work together and how that is going to control your body and how you are going to control all of that to end up with correct and safe technique. As always, do let me know if you have any questions. I'm out of breath after those swings. See you next time around. Bye for now.